Welcome, friends. This is Archangel. I am thankful for the warm welcome I have received from everyone. I am honored by the embrace of so many wonderful people, and I am excited. I am excited to see the hurricane forming. I am excited to be a catalyst in the formation of this perfect storm that is brewing. We are standing on the precipice of history, my awakened brothers. There is a saying, nothing new under the sun, and most of the time this is correct. History simply repeats itself and recycles all ideas, fashions, and paradigms. Yet specifically, it is mistakes which we doom ourselves to repeat over and over and over again, a blatantly demonstrable pattern comprising humankind's collective history. It seems everything has already been done by somebody else. Movies, music, fashion, everything seems to be reboots of reboots in new packaging. Yet we stand on the cusp of virgin ground. Males contemplate a path never before chosen, turning their backs on females, on society, on anything that seeks to devalue and use, then discard them. Males throughout history have gone MGTOW here and there, yet the currently increasing numbers and cohesion of males concluding the same diagnosis of MGTOW philosophy to address male devaluation and discardability, this points not to an anomaly, but rather releases a force of titans armed with righteous anger, breaking virgin ground. Indeed, all the experiences of my life have led me here. Call it fate, call it destiny, call it simply being male in a gynocentric world. Either way, I have been groomed a warrior. This is my cause, and I realize now it always has been, despite innumerable tormented years where I tried to plug myself back in to the matrix. I tried to deny my greater calling and wasted so much time trying to tape together the broken eggshell of romantic myth and fantasy, trying to content myself with pretending I had worth and value simply because I existed. I can see dominoes starting to drop. I can feel a swell beginning, and this time it's different. I am excited. This is not some Occupy Wall Street cause of the week that will peter out. This is organic and independent. Males are reaching the same conclusions as I, all on their own, without any biased sway, jaded influence, or agenda prompting. The farce, years, decades, centuries in the making, is beginning to crumble. Men have been slaves since time began, whether by unconscious female nature to use them for protection and provision, or by traditionalism which forces them into utility and disposability to protect and provide for the delicate, fragile females they infantilize. Either way, males have been used and discarded for millennia. The snowball is starting to roll, yet so many males are still anesthetized by societal brainwashing. We have much work to do. I have observed males becoming increasingly aware that they are hated and treated like crap, yet the majority still try to rationalize their slavery away. They may tell a few blonde jokes to get guys to foam at the mouth about feminism and pine for traditionalism, yet that is the extent of their outrage over the injustice. Many males recognize their mistreatment, yet are impotent against it. They bark a couple times from inside the fence and then jump right back into the meat grinder with the very sex that subjugates them to usury, or they blatantly and ignorantly long for a mass resurrection, a resuscitation of conservatism and traditionalism, of a paradigm that functions on their blood and abuses them even more. Yet I am excited that males are being increasingly treated like crap. Why? Sadly, most males have to experience vivid pain before they will reach any point of desired introspection. Hence, I am excited that we are such a conspicuously man-hating planet, spiraling out of misandristic control. I am excited that males are being burned younger and more often in life. I am glad younger and younger males are witnessing the effects a gynocentric, misandristic, male-devaluing world has upon their fathers, their brothers, their friends, and themselves. The younger they learn this reality of planet Earth, the sooner they can subvert the erratic and intensified sexual urges of puberty before they fall into the wily traps of females and are suddenly tied to slavery because of a single instance without a condom. Feminism gets blamed ignorantly for all the problems facing males, but feminism is not the problem. Female nature is. Actually, feminism is helping males awaken in a roundabout way. Feminism is an inevitable effect of traditionalism that infantilizes females. Eventually, a few are going to complain about being marginalized. Traditionalism provides females protection and provision because they are infantilized tender flowers. And then feminism came along and gave them equality. So now they are free to show their true nature of self-centered narcissism. Without feminism, males might still believe that females are sweet, delicate little eggshells that actually like males. Because of feminism, males are starting to take notice of females' greedy, voracious appetite for male punishment and usury. This helps to bring males to a place where they actually question the very dynamics between the sexes. And I am excited because when males reach this place where they look above lust, above Romeo and Juliet myths, above pheromones and perfumes and passions of the moment, and really question the roles, motivating behaviors, and interactions between the sexes, it is here that they will reach the same conclusion as I, the same conclusions males are increasingly reaching every day around the globe. Liberation from gynocentrism for the bearers of Y chromosomes. I'm excited because this is epic. Males actually analyzing male-female interactions and for the first time are deeming females not worth the trouble. This is truly monumental. Males walking away from the screaming instincts that drive them to females, turning their backs to nature, forging new paths. This represents an enlightenment in our species where we deny our most primal and overwhelming drives and instinctually decide that we deserve more than devaluation and disposal. I am happy every time I hear people whine about males diving into video games rather than spending all his free time pushing a broom for minimum wage, just so he can take some girl out to dinner and a movie on the weekend in order to get his head patted by her and society that he is doing the right thing by pampering, coddling, and enabling her sense of entitlement. He is being a man. I secretly take pleasure in the ever-increasing complaints I hear from traditionalists and feminists alike, who complain that males are withdrawing and not fulfilling their societal obligations of disposability. I find it so satisfying to hear about males who stay at home and watch movies or play games rather than take some girl out on a date. This tickles me. I love it. Males are slowly taking back their power, slowly beginning to claim their worth and autonomy. I do not have illusions. We have a long way to go. A few thousand emancipated males versus billions of brainwashed males around the planet. The work is cut out, but still, I sense something different afoot. There is something trailblazing, something heroic, something spectacular brewing for males, and it has been far too long in coming. Males have been used and discarded for millennia, fed to the machine, to the consumption of societies for centuries to keep them running. And now, we have a few males who are seeing the truth and refusing servitude. True, a handful of males is a small pittance compared with the billions of Y-chromosomed Kleenexes we have run throughout our history, but it is a start. We needed a certain confluence of unique conditions, namely traditionalism and feminism, in order to come to this place where a few intrepid Morpheuses escape the system and are helping others to do so. It's no accident that this is beginning to precipitate now. The conditions are ripe, and whether you believe in fate or not, I believe we have been destined to lay the foundation for male liberation, and this excites me. I was meant to do this. Liberation may not happen tomorrow or next week, but oh, such a storm is brewing. Such a revolution, such a mass exodus is forming, which will cripple and collapse society as it has been. I may not see this day. It may be 100 years out. But I know males will find liberation. Males will, after thousands of years, be vindicated, exonerated from disposability. Oh yes, my friends, an epic storm is brewing, and this excites me for the newborn boy, who may have a chance at actually loving himself and being free of slavery, servitude, subjugation, expendability, disposability, and utility to a class that thrives off his blood, sweat, and tears. I champion the utter starvation of the male devaluing machine that exists only because of male pain and suffering. I champion the complete rejection of an entitled class that bathes in male tears and brags about it, as well as their conservative sisters who would lie about love and romance and play submissive simply in order to siphon material provision and protection from you. This is not a call or a manifesto to violence. This is a call for liberation from violence. This is a call for a mass exodus away from the emotional, psychological, and yes, physical abuse perpetrated against males every second on this planet. I am excited, gentlemen, for us. We have been used for protection and provision for too long. Males have been manipulated for too long. Males have been abused, belittled, mocked, devalued, and shamed into giving up provision and protection for too long. Males matter. We are brilliant, creative, powerful, and benevolent beyond words. We have infinite value. Males are beings of majesty and grace. We always have been. Males do not need salvation. We are the prize. Stand with me. Live free.